All right, now here we go. Hi, ladies. Okay, I'm sorry to bother y'all. In a BJJ subreddit, I am a female boxer. The fuck am I reading?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
But there's not a subreddit for a female boxer. And I don't know what else to do and would love your advice. How do y'all deal with misogynistic comments? For example, just today, I was drilling with a guy. I don't know. And he was definitely better than me. And stamina on point. I'm about to be on my period. And dieting. So I'm not getting a lot of calories in. And my stamina is cut short because of it. We were drilling. And I asked him to slow down. And he yells across the coach. Hey, where'd you find this female? She's gassing out so quick. He proceeds to laugh. I got pissed because this is the third misogynistic comment I've gotten this week. And I popped him in the mouth. I'm feeling so down and put out and wondering if I just suck or if this is just how it is in male-dominated sports. Have you all dealt with this? And what did you do about it?
Okay, so 1 second. Right here. What I hear.
All right, go ahead.
What I hear right here. We're boxing, or she says she was a boxer, right? Whatever. So she's sparring with a man. But she lost, and somebody made a fun remark, you know, like a "ha, I won" kind of thing.
Do you think that actually happened?
But wait. She's boxing with this man, and then before she goes and tells her story, she has to preface, "Oh, he's strong. He's got good stamina, and I'm strong. I do my shit too, but I'm about to start my period and I'm dieting. Therefore, I cannot do as good as I wish I could." Rather than just doing the best you can. You know, there had to be a reason for the loss, rather than just being like, okay, I lost, I need to improve. You know, okay, maybe I shouldn't diet. I'm already getting exercise. Maybe I shouldn't diet when it hurts my stamina. If this is what I want to do with myself, then I should do it. I shouldn't find a way to be all like, guys are assholes because he made this funny remark that, yeah, when we wrestle, we say, eat shit, motherfucker, die, I hate you, I win, ha, sucks to suck, loser. That's just what guys do.
Well,
And we
also,
don't mean it. We don't mean it in like some. Yeah, we don't mean it in like some sort of like deep insulting, like go kill yourself way. It's just purely that's how we do the sportsmanship. That's why we keep men and women's sports separately.
Yeah, I see two problems in that. One, it was she mistook a funny remark as bullying per se. And two, she did preface that whole story of she fucked up, and instead of finding ways to improve herself, she made excuses. Oh, I'm about to start my period. There's just excuses.
I'm dieting. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no growth in that. So there's two things wrong with that. There's no growth on her side, and misinterpretation of a male, and claiming men sports are.
Wait a minute.
She's trying to throw that overarching scheme of like men are bad.
Can I throw something in there? It's kind of a counter argument to theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At one point when she said that he yells across to the coach, "Hey, where'd you find this female? She's gassing out so quick." Was there any need for him to have to point that out?
Yeah.
The male fighter.
She's gassing out quick. That's why.
See, I can understand. I can understand like why, but I mean, you're in a fighting sport. You're in a competitive sport. How many competitive things do you know of that exist where there isn't a level of trash talk?
No, I feel that. But
And if you allow that trash talk to hurt you more than
still has a boundary, you know. So like, there's a
okay,
there's
but I
trash
think
talk
that was
and then
extremely
there's
mild.
exceeding. So
Okay,
it's like,
well, there was-
he could have said,
Yeah,
"Hey,
especially
where'd
in
you
a
find this
community.
fighter?" But he had to say, "Where'd you find this female?"
You know why they say that? Because it upsets you to that degree. Because it's going to make you not surpass them because now you feel all crazy about that. So instead of being all like, oh, they made fun of me because I'm a female. No, you say, all right, I'm going to win.
So the
and I'm going to be the best.
So to be clear, the one who instigated the psychological warfare is innocent.
She didn't have to fight him, by the way.
It's true.
Yeah, this is all a predetermined thing. And even if he did say that, then don't go to that gym anymore. Don't be around people that you don't want to be around, but don't tell them how to do their shit.
Exactly. And she could have taken that banter and left because she didn't like it, or used it as fuel to actually give herself more stamina.
But that's not every fighter either. Not everybody does that shit. You know, there are women that'll say the same shit to women. It's not just a man and woman thing. It's who you are as a person.
That's true.
So if I'm going to look at it from the female perspective, you know, like let's say I were a girl, I had to go through this shit. First of all, the prefacing of the period, I can understand a period a little more because that's uncontrollable. And it does have a lot of physiological effects. But the dieting, like that's just a personal preference at that point. Like, you know your body well enough to be a fucking fighter. There ain't no reason that you need to diet in a way that would hurt your performance, because your whole goal in a fighting is to be better performing. So the period's the only thing I could see from the woman's side on that. And I don't think his remark was off-colored because it wasn't anything mean. It was like, where'd you find this female fighter? That's like, you know, you wrestling, like, or you play fighting with a kid and go, where'd you find this kid? Like, of course you're gonna win. It's a kid. You know, yeah.
I know some tough kids, dude.
Yeah, they get rough.
Oh, do you want... Oh, any more remarks from you? Or replies, or... Are you going to continue? Okay.
No, I think I'm good. I mean, do you want me to continue on
Yeah,
this? Oh, okay. Update. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate all of your insight and, quite frankly, encouragement. I was having a horrible day due to a layoff. Annoy chef at work and wanted to just go drill to get my mind. Is drill a metaphor?
No, you're
Spar.
right. Yeah,
Drill is another word for spar.
You're
Like
running
they're
a drill.
drilling.
Yeah.
She's very constant with that use of that word. It makes me a little
A little sus.
yeah, it's a little sus. But to get my mind off of it, and just freaking snapped when that comment was made. A quick update. Head coach pulled all other coaches and said if they don't shut down that kind of talk, man or woman, the coach teaching the class will be fired, as he doesn't put up with that BS. Also called me directly and apologized, and had a stern talking to with the fighter. The fighter apparently apologized profusely. Instead, he was more than happy to apologize directly to me as well, as he meant no ill will and didn't realize his comment was a negative one.
Okay, see, exactly. He didn't mean anything ill. He didn't mean it in a negative way. It was just that banter. And she couldn't accept it. Therefore, everybody else has to change who they are because she can't take a fucking joke. Because she decided to let outside sources fuck with her in that. It sounds to me like you don't need to be fighting because you don't have enough control over yourself.
Exactly. And this is kind of speculation by how all of this went. But it sounds like after that happened, she was a Karen and went to the head coach and was like, this is what happened, and threw a fit.
Yeah, I'm going to sue you guys because, you know, you're being misogynistic or some weird stuff like that.
So
and it's like
the toxicity was in that woman fighter.
And so all she had to do was go to a different gym. Like, go to a woman gym. Start your own gym. If you don't like that kind of stuff, then don't be a part of that scene. Start your own.
Personally, I think I'd have to break it down sentence by sentence again, because I thought all three of y'all had valid points, and it's her update. Now, I think I'm kind of more on y'all's side because of the whole, he came back and he's like, hey, what I said, there was no intent of like...
It wasn't meant to set you off.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know you were about to be set off. We're fighting for fun. This is what we do.
Yeah.
But you had this underlying thing with your boss at work that I didn't know about.
Sure.
You had this period that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
You're dieting that I don't know about. And then now you're trying to blame me for all of your problems. Mm-hmm. That's what I hear.
No, I agree with that. Honestly, if she just would have sparred in her own category, and again, I ain't saying like only spar with certain people, but like there's a reason for like wrestling or UFC. Mm-hmm. There's like weight classes, right?
Yeah.
And there's literally what you're split up between sexes. You don't
sex and weight.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it probably wasn't the best idea to do something outside of that.
It wasn't the
Why?
best idea to fight with all that, to fight in a non-self-defense way with all of that baggage. You should have let that go before you even decided to lay hands on somebody in a fighting sense. Like, that's like me wrestling with you. And then you had, you didn't want to, but you did because you thought it'd make you feel better. But when we're wrestling, you remember all the shit that you had going on through the day that had you all pissed off. And then you start hurting me because of your shit. And I'm like, stop. And you go a little too far because you decided to let that stuff affect you. And I shouldn't be made to suffer for things that I didn't cause.
Well, also, to add on to your point, everything she talked about, the reason she was set off, has nothing to do with that particular spar.
Well, exactly.
Just adding on to what you said. Like, the guy had no idea. If all these problems that she came up with was an issue, maybe you shouldn't have sparred that day or maybe that week or however long.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or just know that you're in it for your own personal challenge because you have all these issues, and if you lose, accept it and move on and don't make a big deal out of something somebody said.
Yeah, because I guarantee she's won spars before and was like, oh, yeah, eat it. Because that's what you do is buddies when you spar. And people who are sparring at gyms are usually buddies. Mm-hmm. You just give that banter, that trash talk.
Yeah,
and,
like, eat my
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't mean anything unless you want it to mean anything. And she made it mean the breaking point for all of those previous problems stated.
Like something it wasn't. She made it out to be something it wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that?
What she meant to say was they, them.
Thank
I
gosh.
fucking hate you.
Right when you stepped up. Here, let's read some of the replies from, I'm assuming, other women and see if we agree with them. Okay, let's see. I wouldn't want to train at a gym where the coaches support comments like that. How did the coach react? That was the comment. What do you guys think?
The coach fucking literally did everything in his due diligence to not get sued. He said, okay, here you're concerned. I talked to the guy. We're not going to deal with that anymore. That's not going to happen anymore.
That's how you handle it, right?
I feel like that's the only way to handle that. Like, what more could he have done? She got $1 million out of it?
I think she was expecting him to pull out the 9.
Tell that guy he can't go to the gym anymore?
Alright.
He's got to go to a different gym?
Come back. I've got 9 friends as to why you shouldn't be here.
That's great. All right, let's see what else. All right. One rude comment is one thing. 3 in a week, I wouldn't be paying good money to get that treatment.
No, exactly, because you pay to go to these gyms.
Yeah.
So don't go somewhere where there's got shitty people.
3 in a week, it never mentions anything about it happening 3 times.
Yeah, it never mentioned the previous ones. It only mentioned the problems that she was experiencing in her personal life.
Do you agree with that? Yeah. Okay. Just avoid him and tell him not to speak to you like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would have been sufficient, rather than asking everybody else online whether they needed to...
And that conversation going straight to the source.
There is only so much of turning the cheek anybody should ever have to do.
I agree with that.
I completely agree. But with that comment there, I mean, going right to the source and speaking up to the guy, I mean, it gives him a chance to wonder why, what happened, and there she can lay out the problems. And he could have apologized right then and there instead of going through all the head coaches.
That's a good point, too. Mm-hmm. Do you disagree with that?
No.
Your face says otherwise.
Why?
Huh?
Why do you think...
Well, you're looking
Okay,
at...
but yeah, that's fine and dandy, but you got to remember, too, that underlying sense of fear that people have of like, okay, if I go talk to them, they're intimidating. And to her, this man is obviously the worst because he made some remark that she didn't agree with. So I don't want to go talk to that person because right now I feel like I wouldn't be able to get anywhere with that person.
Well, that's why you're going to the gym and you're sparring because you feel confident.
I agree with that 100%, but this is the
yourself.
woman's perspective here, is that I feel intimidated by them. So rather than me having to confront the situation myself alone with a big burly man who just beat me in a fight, who just made an off-color remark to me that I felt threatening, I don't feel safe confronting that by myself. I feel like I would need to escalate that to another degree.
I can see that.
Hey, I have a question. Okay, Isn't what she did toxic masculinity? Because with the comment, she got upset and then socks the dude in the mouth.
Wait.
Isn't that kind of
Oh yeah,
toxic
she did say
mas-
she hit him in the mouth.
So then she wasn't that.
So she assaulted
intimidated.
him.
Yeah, so she wasn't that intimidated though either.
So yeah, she. Could
Yeah,
have
so it
very
sounds like
well-
she's trying to turn something. Yeah, okay, so it sounds like we're right, guys.
Yeah, so she went to the head coach to like protect herself from what she did.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Guys 1 and women 0. All right, let's go. Let's go.
No.
It's been that
Guys
way
0,
since the
women
dawn of
0.
time.
Equality.
What is it?
There are no points. This is an equality system. We're just thinking like peoples.
Hell yeah. All right, here, let's.
Game of tug of war and whoever's stronger wins.
All right, so we solved female boxing. That was easy. I thought that'd be pretty hard. We just literally solved that.
Female boxing's always easy.
Especially when you're drilling.
No, all you got. Hey, all the dude has to do to win in female boxing is make one comment.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah, who brought
You
this
all
girl
suck,
in here?
and they're all like-
And she just falls over.
I'm gonna go post on IG.
Who brought this girl in here? Decks him in the face and runs away. Head coach! Head coach!
So this is why trans women in the Olympics are gonna be winners.
Oh, every time. Well,
They just make a rude comment to the other real females, and then they're done.
Yeah, I punch him in the face and leave.